In today's video, I am going to show you how I made this fully lined linen pencil skirt. Now, there are hundreds of videos, if not thousands of videos already on YouTube about how to do a pencil skirt, so I'm not going to repeat what's already out there. But what I wanted to show you today was specifically how I created the lining for this skirt, because I believe the process I used is a bit unique. So the skirt itself is pretty straightforward. There are 2 darts in the front, 4 in the back, and a zipper on the side. And it's about midi length with a slit on either side. But as promised, what I wanted to focus on today was the inside of the garment, specifically the lining. So if you look here at the lining, you can tell that it has a waistband that is made out of the same linen fabric, and then it continues into the lining fabric. And if you look closely, you can see that the lining does not actually have darts in it, but rather pleats. And so I'm going to walk through the design process, how I drafted the pattern for the lining, and how I cut it out, how I attached it, etc. And so let's get into it. In this video, I will give you a clear and easy to follow process to elevate your next pencil skirt project by installing a professional looking lining. I tend to believe that the inside of the garment should look just as beautiful as the outside, and this lining does it for a pencil skirt. First, let's talk about fabrics. So I was deciding between this red, beautiful cotton viscose fabric, lightweight, and this blue, slightly heavier weight polyester sheen fabric. I wanted to cut the lining on the bias to give it more flexibility and fluidity within the skirt. And it just came down to a question of quantity, and I had much more of the blue fabric, and obviously cutting things on the bias does require a bit more fabric. So that's tip 1. You want to cut the lining fabric on the bias. To draft the lining pattern itself, start with the pencil skirt pattern and pin the darts closed. Then you want to measure down about 4 to 5 centimeters from the top of the skirt pattern and draw a line across the top, staying always about 4 or 5 centimeters from the very top. Now trace off this piece from the top of the waistline down to your new line at 5 centimeters, always keeping the darts closed. And this piece is going to become the small strip of self fabric at the top of the lining. Next, using a tracing wheel, trace over the line that you created on where the darts are, so that when you open the darts, you can fill in the line. Then open the darts and get a new piece of tracing paper, and here you're going to trace the lining piece. And so you're going to start at the line that you drew for the waistband piece and go up 2 centimeters. So this is accounting for the seam line being 1 centimeter above this line, and then seam allowance of 1 centimeter. Now trace this off, trace this new line off, and mark where the darts are. You don't actually have to draw the full darts in, because you're not going to be sewing the darts. You're just going to be pleating the fabric there at the top. So you just need to know how big the darts are. So that's it for drafting the lining pattern. At the top, you have a waistband that has no darts in it. And then at the bottom, you have a lining fabric that, instead of having darts, has pleats. And using pleats here is just going to provide that extra bit of room in the lining so that the lining doesn't pull against the self fabric and make it look distorted on the outside. And on top of that, we have the extra flexibility of cutting the fabric on the bias. So really this lining is going to move with your body and not disrupt the outward facing piece of the self fabric. And it's going to feel super soft and flexible against your body and very comfortable. Then in terms of sewing the lining, sew the waistband pieces to the lining fabric and then sew the side seams of the back and the front together using a French seam. And then to attach the lining to the skirt, what you're going to do is you're going to get both the skirt and the lining to the same point. So essentially you've sewn the sides, the full side seam of each piece, the skirt and the lining, on the left side, and half of the side seam for the skirt and the lining on the right side from the hem up to the point where the zipper will be installed. So then to attach the skirt to the lining, you want to put right sides together and sew along the top of the waistband using a 1 centimeter seam allowance. At this point, you will install the zipper. Now, first, you install the zipper in the self fabric only. So pull the lining fabric out the top of the waistband and install the invisible zipper only in the self fabric. Now, there are plenty of tutorials about how to install a zipper. I like to baste it in first so that I can test the placement of it before it's fully sewn down, which is what you can see me doing here. Once the zipper is installed in the self fabric, then you can bring the lining back down into the skirt into its final position. And then you're going to fold over the lining side seam at the zipper and hand sew it down to the inside of the zipper tape. I hope if you're watching this video, it means that you love a pencil skirt as much as I do. But honestly, where have they gone? I recently went to London with my girlfriends to go shopping, and we went to Selfridges, and we even got personal shopper. One of the top things I asked her to look for me was a high-waisted black pencil skirt, and she couldn't find one. Not with all of the brands that they offer in Selfridges did we find one that fit what I was looking for. And so I think that goes to show just how beneficial it can be to learn to sew and do it yourself. Thank you for watching and see you next time.